Hi everyone, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today we're using up some more book pages by making a Topsy-Turvy pocket tower. And this is a fun and simple project that's very easy to make. And if you're ever faced with, yes, the blank pages of a journal, here's a great idea to get yourself started on filling up those pages. So here we go. Let me introduce you to the Topsy-Turvy pocket tower. All right, so this pocket tower basically has pockets. These are all little pockets made from book pages, and I just made these cute little tags to go inside. And what I did with these, I just put some washi tape on them, and then I actually, you'll laugh at this, I was working with some stickers and I couldn't get them apart, so I just glued them on the back as tabs. Yeah, that was an easy way around that. Okay, so I inked around the edges, and those go in the little pockets. And these all move and come out, and the person has extra writing space if they so choose to journal on these cards, or you could put inspirational quotes on the cards, all sorts of different ideas. All right, so this particular page I decorated by putting a border here, and I actually used the border of this page that I used from a sewing book. It had a tab on it, and then I just put some little tiny colored safety pins along the side because it had a sewing theme. I thought that just might be fun. And this is actually a collection of threads, which I also thought went along with the sewing theme. And basically I just rounded them up, put some glue on the bottom, and stuck them onto a piece of cardstock, and then I just cut them out as I need them. And I can show you how to make those if you're interested. This is, yes, some liquid pearls. This is actually Nouveau drops. And what else? That's pretty much it. It was a very easy page to construct, and I'd love to show you how to do it. So let's get to it. Okay, so that's our prototype. We can put over there. And now let's say you have a journal and you're looking through and you're thinking, oh my God, all these pages, they're blank, they're white. I need to put something on them. What do I do? Well, let's get to it. And I thought instead of showing you on a separate page, maybe let's just construct it right in the journal so you can see what that's like. Okay. All right, so I picked out this page to make my pockets. It's a botanical illustrated page. This page has been coffee dyed. The thickness of this page is, I would say, it's thicker than a copy paper, but thinner than cardstock. So it's got a little bit of stiffness to it. And because of that little stiffness, I don't need to double up. If you have a thinner page, just fold it over and do exactly what we're doing. You just have to glue together the sides. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what size your pages are because we're going to be cutting these down, and you could just use multiple pages as opposed to one. Okay? All right, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to make some pockets. And I really, you know, don't measure. What a shocker, huh? I don't measure, but what I do is I just kind of eyeball how many pockets I'm going to need. And my standard page size is a little less than 9 by 6, 8.5 by 11 sheet folded over. It's going to give me a little less than that. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets here. You don't have to use 6. You can use fewer. You can use more. It all depends how much you want to, how close you want your little pockets or how spread out. You can do different designs, but this is just the pockets that are toppling to either side. It's pretty easy to do. Okay, let's make them. All right. Okay, I'm just going to put my book over there for a second because I'm going to do some tearing. Got my tearing ruler. And I think I want my pockets maybe this long. I can always make them smaller, and I can probably get 3 pockets out of one tear here. So let's just try that. Not getting too measury, I'm just doing it. Yeah, we have the Twitter Fest going on this morning. Hello from Holly and Happy and Leonardo. Okay, and all right, now I'm just going to tear the first one. He's going to tell me how big my next ones are going to be. Okay. Do that, ripper-doodle, and that. Now you can, of course, cut these and measure, and that's fine. But I'm a tearer and a non-measurer as much as possible, just because it's fun and easy. Okay. I like the torn edge look. If you don't like the torn edge look, then do the cutting. That will get rid of the torn edge look. I'm just gonna tear off the top. Get rid of the white space. Okay, so now I've got 3 pockets. How many did I need? I said 6, so let's just do this again. So we have 6. These might be a little bigger. I might need to knock them down a bit. That's okay though. I can knock them down. Oh, here my garbage truck is outside. Yay. Always good when the garbage goes, right? Yep. All right. It's early here right now, and it's chilly, and I have the heat on. Yeah. It's unusual for us here in Florida, but we're a little chilly here today, so here we go. Got the heat on. All right, so there we go. That was pretty easy, right? Anybody could do that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to measure just to make sure our pockets are the right length. We're not going to measure. Or are we kidding? We're going to assess. Yes, we're going to assess. Let's use right words here now. And you might want to figure out, you know, just looking at this one, the pocket that shows the most, the face of the pocket, is going to be your bottom one. So just take that into account. And I think this one has a lot of niceness on it. All right, and I may not even use as many. These I like the colors of these. These are pretty. Oh, I really like these. Okay. Okay, so you can start toppling as such. Okay. Opposite topple. And you can do, it's easy to start the toppling procedure when you make a little V at the top. Let me show you here. See the little V at the top? Yeah. And okay, so let's kind of do that. And I think I'm going to shrink these down just a smidge because these are a little chub for what I need. So now I'm just going to have to make the Montessorian choice here of what side to rip. And I think I'm going to tear a little bit of this side. This gives me narrower pockets, which is going to be more user-friendly. I can do more toppling. And I want to show you extreme toppling. Okay, there we go. And I might even do a sliver off the bottom. Now this combined tearing technique keeps everybody the same length and width without measuring. Ta-da! Okay. Oh yeah, these are perfect. All right, no problem. We still got lots of color on the page. Whoop, let's switch back in here. And we're good to go. Okay. Could even do you upside down to give you more color at the top. Okay. Nobody will know, right? Don't tell anybody. Okay, so one thing we got to do with our little pockets is get our very, very important 1-inch paper punch, and we're just going to punch them. I'm going to see if I can punch them all at the same time for efficiency's sake, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to do it twice. And okay, you only punch down to like less than half of the circle. That makes like a nice little thumb hole. Oh, it did. It went. Okay, great. Ah, yay. Okay. So now we have all these and they're all done, and that was super easy. All right, so now we're going to ink them. Okay, so what color should we do? We have all sorts of possibilities here, and I'm feeling green. You know, it's just planty, and I think that would pop nicely against the page. So I have my forest moss. And I put links below the video in the show more section, the drop down section, if you want to see the actual stuff that I use all the time. They're my Amazon affiliate links. So I do get paid like a tiny, tiny little bit if you purchase through those links, but you don't pay anymore if you purchase through those. But you certainly don't have to purchase those. If you just want to look at the item and see what it is so you can get it elsewhere, go for that too. I'm totally all about that. But I just want to make it easy because lots of folks ask, what are you using and what is this? And I just thought that was a good way to have everything in one spot. Okay, so we're inking, and 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 we're inking. Okay, torn paper takes ink very well. It absorbs nicely on the edges. My green is getting a little, you know what? I don't know if you guys do this, but I keep a squirty bottle of water here close to my desk, and I'm gonna give it like a, that's what I'm gonna do over the garbage can. I'll give it a few. Okay, sometimes the ink pad is just dry. Oh man, Lord, look at all that ink around there. Yeah, I think it's just dry. We'll probably get more ink this way, or if it is actually out of ink, it will make it worse. So that's kind of a way to find out if your ink pad is just dry. Maybe you had one of those moments where you had to rush and leave your crafting site and see the difference in color. I don't know if you can see that, but this one is a lot more intense. And you had to dash off and you left your little ink pad bare and it was all exposed to air and it just became crusty dry, and you forever repented, but it still said, too bad, I'm crusty dry and I will not work for you. Well, this regular ink stuff can be reactivated with good old water, and you have a choice. You can either spritz your pad or you can spritz your dauber. If it's an oxide, I'm not 100% sure if you can use water on it. You probably can, because I think part of it is regular ink dye, and part of it is, I don't know, alcohol or something like that. So I don't know if that works. Maybe somebody else can comment on how you reactivate a dry oxide, distress oxide. I don't know. And those stay juicy for a long time. I don't think I've actually had one dry out yet, so I haven't faced that conundrum. But I'm sure it's happened. But they're nice, the oxides, because you can play with water and spritz the actual, what you've inked and spritz, and it'll run and make pretty thick colors and stuff. Okay, so these are done. Let me just do the ones that were in the beginning I didn't get as good. All right. Oh yeah, I'm feeling much better about the green now. Oh, I got lots of green. Yeah, good mossy green. Like it. Okay. All right, off you go, little guy. Let's see how green we are. Not bad. And what we should always have at the ready, which I don't think, is a baby wipe. And now I have it. So there we go. That makes life easier. Keeps things clean. Clean on deck. Okay, so we're all inked up and ready to go. And if your page happens to have a lot of color or decoration on it, you may be done as far as decorating your pockets. Or you may have used something like this, and maybe you want to jazz it up a bit. So there are possibilities for decorations too. But this one's pretty heavily decorated, so we're just going to go ahead and lay down this guy. I'm going to use him as my last piece because he's got lots of color. And let's see how many we actually need to use here. We got one. We'll put you on top. I like that. Going to make our little V. There's our V. Okay. Let me just show you the V again. See the V? There's the V. Okay, that gets you started, okay? And then we're just going to align, however you want to do this. This is kind of just eyeballing it. And you can assess and see how you want to do topsy. They can be perfectly aligned, they can be jagged, totally up to you. So I kind of like that look. I think that's going to work for me. And what I would say is just be mindful of, you're going to have these little thumb holes, and you want to decide whether you want to have the thumb hole be on the page, on the little pocket totally before it, or you want a little cockeyed. It might show you some off-kilterness there, and you may or may not approve of that. So you may want to just kind of keep those thumb holes on the previous paper. I think that looks kind of cool. So let me show you how that looks on this one. Again, so you can see how it's aligned. Okay. And then when you have your orientation of how you want to do these, I think I'm going to switch these because that's going to give me more color back and forth. Okay, so this is my general idea. And now I'm going to remove the whole darn thing and leave my first one down. The first one, the top one, is going to be the first one that goes down. And I am going to use the good old Art glitter glue. Okay, all right. I have the little pin in this time. I'm trying to be very good about that. There's my pin. Okay, and I'm just going to run down the sides. I don't have my glasses on, just realized that. Okay, that's all right. We can carry on because this is, you know, it's not really delicate, tiny stuff. It's big. So you want to do the U, you glue the U, and then you place. All right, and there you go. You want to get close to the top, but not right at the top, because you're going to put a little tucky poo in there. And if that happens, your tucky poo is going to stick out over the edge. And that's okay if you like that, and that's fine, because it gives little ruffly stuff at the top, which looks kind of cute sometimes. But you just want to make sure it's where you want it to be. Okay, here's number 2. I'm going to make my little V, and he's going to go like that. Okay, so we're just going to do the same thing. Glue. So let's just discuss this as we glue. So I guess there's 2 kinds of embellishments. They're the ones that are free floating, that you can decide where you want to glue them later, and I've done a lot of those. over the last 40 episodes or so of this episode of this series of using up book pages. But this one, particular one is actually going to be adhered to the page and built onto the page as we go. So it's a little bit different that way. It's you have to have your page ready. You do not have to have your book constructed, because you can, where's that page? Oh, here it is. You can just pull out a page that you know you're going to use in your journal. And if you already know your dimensions of your journal and the size you want your pages, you can just start doing it on a blank page. That's completely possible too. I've tried this method, but I tend to get a little bit discombobulated with it, and I found it easier to actually construct the book. And then if I'm going to do these glue-upons, or attach as we goes. How about that? The attach as we goes work better for me in my constructed journal, because I'm very clear of my boundaries of my page, and it can tell me if I want to, how much room I have to wiggle on the edges, on the top, on the bottom, on the side of the page. Okay, I'm putting this guy down. Basically, I'm gonna put him right there. Oh, that's good. Okay. Now, if you're afraid to be that committal, like, oh my God, it's already in my book, I don't know, you can do it off-site. Yes, totally. That's fine. All right. Okay, I can do this one. And I like the little torn edges. I think that looks cute. Hello, Holly. Hello. Hello. Hello, my boy. What you doing? He likes mornings. Yeah. He's all chatterpants in the mornings. Okay, there we go. And we're going down. All right. And this is also giving glue time to adhere. And da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And we got second last one going down. All right. And I'll put you maybe here. Okay. No. There. Okay. Sometimes you have to do a last minute wiggle. And you can kind of balance it as you're going down with the eye. And I think that's going to be pretty good. I'll put you there, and that'll kind of put us in the middle. Once you make that first V, that sort of it ankles your middle zone. It anchors you in the middle, so you can kind of guide the Toppling Pocket Tower down your page. And we'll just place this last one. It helps you center it. Hi, Holly Bear. Yes. What you doing? Want a peanut? Yep. Always down for that, Mom. Don't even have to ask. Okay, so there we go. So we have our pockets down. And I'm just going to make sure we have our corners down. Give it a little push, a little smush push. And we have that. And now we're going to decorate the edges and make some little tuck-ins. So this one, as you see, I put it on this extra border, but it's handier if I actually have it in the book, because then I know how far I can extend out the edge, which is good to know. Okay, so let's make some little tagaroos. Okay, let's make some tags. And I think we did make some of these tags yesterday in episode 40, teeny tiny tags, and you can totally use these in this project. These would look very cute in here, as you can see. Oop, get in there. Okay, so you could totally do those, but I thought, and you can make all sorts of different kinds, but since this particular pocket has a busy, colorful pattern, I want some more plain tags to go inside, with possibly some word inspirations to just evoke thought and prompt the journal owner to think different thoughts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some white cardstock. That's going to be my starting place. And I'm going to decide how wide I want my cards with my very technical measuring way I do. I'm going to look at my pocket width, and I'm going to make it smaller. Okay? I'm going to say, how about there? And then I'm going to say, how deep is my pocket? So I want it to stick out a little. So maybe I want it to go down to there on my pocket. And that looks good to me. Okay, there we go. The measuring's done. Phew! Thank gosh. Okay, so we need 6 of these. So, tearing ruler at the ready. And would be ideal to put another equidistant dot down at this end, but where can you see me? Oh, I gotta get my glasses on so you can see. Hang on. Okay, Yes, we are in. Okay. All right. So, yep. Okay. I'm just going to tear this. Eyeballing, tearing. All right. So we tore our cardstock. It's not super thick. It's like middle of the road cardstock. And I am just going to tear one of these. Then I'm going to use this as a little template. And tear this guy. What's that? 2. I need 6, right? Okay. 3. Tearing. I've got 4. So I'm going to need to do another row. That's okay. Wasn't too sweating through the first one. I think I can do 2 rows. Okay, so I've got 4 so far. And where's my torn edge? Okay, can you see? Yep. Okay. All right, we go there. And then we're just going to tear another row. Hello. All right, there we go. All right, and we will do 2 more of these. Okay. Whoop. There we go. 1 and 1 more. And now it is important to test to make sure we tore the right size. Okay, so we want to know whether these are going to fit inside. So here we're going in. Because sometimes the glue oozes a little bit in, and you want to make sure it didn't shrink the size of your pocket. So just do a little quick test on your pockets. Make sure that things tuck in smoothly and that they don't get bunched up on your next page next door. So remember, if this is going to fold, this little guy has to be completely on this page, not getting stuck in the fold. Very important. When you do these glue-ons. Little glue-ons. Okay. Okay, now. If you run into this, and this happens sometimes, what you do is you get these or something like that, and you go in there and you find out what on earth went wrong. And you just free up everybody as they should be. That's right. Everybody be free. You just make sure everything's functioning smoothly. Are we functioning smoothly? No, we're not functioning smoothly. Why not? Okay, let's go over here more. All right. Okay. Just a little bit. Teasing the glue away. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to make my little tag a smidge smaller. And I'll just rip you. Okay, I can keep my little torn edge. And it's okay that it's not exactly the same size as the other because these are not measured right up against each other. There it goes in easy now. Okay, so we got that. That's good. These are all tucking in easy. Easy peasy breezy sneezy. There we go. I got 2 there? No, that's 1. Okay. Here's 1. Make sure you're smooth and doozy. Yeah, you're good. All right. How about you, your brother? Are you playing nicely today? Yes, yes, you are. Okay, we like that. All right, and we're on the home stretch here. Oh, okay. Now maybe I want to go in there and just free him up a little bit, just a little bit. Be careful not to tear your page. That's why this like thin little dispenser is so handy because you don't get the major glue blob that makes your pocket only this wide. It's really handy for things like that. You could also use tape and stuff. Sometimes that tape gets stuck on your little card. I'm gonna tear this guy down a little bit because he's just fighting with me. We want footloose and fancy free, so it's easy to get in and out. Right? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we put our little, we can make them tag-like, or we could leave them just as little pulls. Totally up to you. I think I'm going to make them tag-like, and this is going to be the old easy way to do this. Just get all the little top ends together, and, okay, are you all together? Everybody play nice. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much together. And this is soft enough you could fold it, but I don't want a crease in the middle, so I'm just going to eyeball. And when we're doing a tiny-ish tag, just do tiny cuts because it'll look more even. Even if it's not exactly even, it'll be pretty darn. When we're okay with pretty darn. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with some brown inkers on these. I'm going to, what time is it? 24? Okay, we're inking. Okay, we're going to ink. And I would also ink the back. I'm not sure if I have time to do that on this video, but I will just do the front so you can get the idea. Okay. And if I have time at the end, I'll do it. But I would ink the back. Oh, you kind of got missed. See, he was probably one of the skinnier ones. So he has a little shape all to himself. And you are okay, so that's good. All right, now we're gonna put some toppers on. Okay, so I thought I would use some white lace on these. I thought that would look cute. And, let's see, will you look cute? Let's do a test run. All right, we'll just cut off a little piece of lace and put you there. And what do we got? Yeah, that's kind of cute. I don't know though, maybe we'll do something else. Completely going a different direction here. I think I'm going to use some gold rickrack, and I just think that'll pop a little bit more. I think it'll look kind of cute. All right, so we need 6, so let's just cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and I think I am going to staple these, because that's easy. And just fold them in half and put them on the front. And use my little tiny Tim Holtz teeny meeny stapler here. There we go. All right. So staple these little dudes on. What are we doing in time? Glasses? Glasses? Okay. Here we go. Okay. And here we go. Okay, and hang on. Okay, so I pulled my little handy dandy box of words, my little drawer of words. I have all sorts of little words and stuff in here. And I printed these out on some regular copy paper and used a fancy scissor to cut them all apart. And then I just inked around the edges with some walnut stain. And then I'm going to use this glue it's a glue stick. I'm going to just glue these down on the 6. And I'm going to put it near the top. To-dos. This can be any words. You can tear words from book pages, which was Treasure Books, Natasha's idea, which I thought was totally brilliant. Awesome score there, Natasha. And if you haven't checked out her channel, check it out. She has amazing ideas, and she's such a creative artist and very fun to watch. I really enjoy her channel. Check her out. She's awesome. And journal. All right. And if I get these little lovelies on here, then I can show you how I decorate the page around it. And you can leave the page blank. There's nothing wrong with that after you have all your little Toppling Pocket Tower laid down in place. But, you know, we can do a little more. All right, running on time. All right, okay. All right, so we're gonna tuck our little, let's leave them out first because we want to do something. Okay, so I have pulled out, where'd you go? Oh, good grief, hang on. Okay, right in front of me I have a stencil. This is a stencil of an old tree. You can use any stencil that you like. I'm gonna look for brown possibly, and just do some light stenciling on the page so it's not as starky white. Nothing wrong with starky white, but if you don't want starky white, you can have options. And there goes the big garbage truck. Yay! Okay, thank you, garbage people, for taking my garbage. I have a lot sometimes. All right. And I really try to use all my scraps, but sometimes it doesn't happen and it goes in the garbage. Sometimes you just have to let go. And I have to have a little talk with myself. It's okay. It's okay to let it go. Am I in the picture? Yeah, okay. All right. Do you ever have that talk? It's okay to throw it out. Yes, it's okay. But I do reuse a lot, so I don't feel too guilty. Okay. There we go. And we're in. Okay, so that gives it sort of a misty, ooh, ah sort of feel. And you can go around and, halo the edges if you like that. That just means daubing a little extra on the corners to give it that vignette sort of look. And maybe the edge there and maybe all of there. Okay. All right, so one more thing I can do. I want to show you what this all looks like. I was going to use this funky little, I got this on AliExpress. It's a trim. It's a leafy trim. And I think I might put it there. Or you could put it across the top, or you could put it across the bottom. But I think I'm going to put it on the side. So let's just try that. Okay, it's a little kinky. The fabric's kinky. Okay, So let's see how we are. Okay, now I'm going to use Fabrifix because it's a fabric glue and it grabs pretty quick. So for video purposes, I'm going to do this. You could also use the art glitter glue. It just takes a little second longer to grab, but once it grabs, it holds fabric really well. And somebody told me you could even use this super duper glue to glue fabric. So I haven't tried that yet, but I will give that a go because that would be awesome to have a multi-purpose everything. I like multi-purpose everything. All right, here we go. Down. I don't care if some of the leafies overhang because I think that looks kind of cute. There's a fold here. Who's folding? Okay, there we go. Fold. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody get in position. There. Now this is where you get glue all over your hand. It's okay though. And then we're just going to trim the bottom. Okay, glue you down. Glue. All right, so you're kind of getting the feel on that guy. And let's tuck in our pockets. And maybe we'll make this one on time. Or tuck in our little tags. Here we go. And remember, you can ink the backs, and you can put something on the back of the tags if you want to. Just want to make sure that they slide in and out very easily because nobody wants to fuss with stuff when they get it. Okay, now he's not easily. So I had a skinny one in there. That's why I put you. Okay, there we go. Now, yeah, if you made a skinny one, just make sure you put it in the one that needs the skinny thing. Okay. You can make them all skinny too, so you know the journal owner never has an issue with that, which is probably a good idea. All right. So I'm just going to wrap up here because I'm going to get cut off in a couple of minutes, but I just want to say thank you very much for all your interactions and comments, and I love hearing from you guys and your amazing ideas. Please like, subscribe, and share if you find value here. Please check out the below the video drop-down list because I put some things there for you. I put a list of my playlist. So sometimes I know people have a hard time finding the whole playlist, the episode series of the Junk Journal Using Up Book Pages series. So if you'd like to see the whole series, just go to the drop down below the video if you're looking at on the computer. I'm not sure quite where to find that on the phone. It's probably somewhere. But you just click on the playlist and it'll show you every video in that playlist, and from number 1 all the way to number 40 so far. And you can just click on whichever one you want, or you can start at the beginning and go all the way through, or go work backwards, whatever you like. But they're all there on every video now, so it's very easy for you to find. And there you go. So here is our page. I hope you like it. It was a lot of fun to make with you. It doesn't take that long, and you could modify this throughout a journal using different book pages and different colors and stuff. So I hope you guys have some fun with this project. I know I did with you guys, and I'm looking forward to our next time together. So take care, everyone. Have an awesome day and happy crafting. Take care. Bye.